What's going on, everyone? Let me start by asking, have you ever felt nervous when speaking English, even though you know what you want to say? That's exactly what happens to many secretary students. They don't actually lack knowledge, they lack confidence. Our research titled The Impact of Self-Confidence on Students' English Speaking Performance explores how much self-confidence affects the way students speak English. For secretary students, speaking English fluently is essential for their future careers, whether in meetings, phone calls, or presentation. However, many still hesitate, pause, or avoid speaking because they're afraid of making mistakes. So this study aims to find out, does confidence really make a measurable difference in their English speaking performance? To support this study, we use several key theories. First, according to Bender's self-efficacy theory in 1997, people who believe in their ability perform better because that belief increases motivation and effort. Then McIntyre and Gardner 1991 explained that confidence reduces anxiety, which helps students speak more comfortably. And also Dorney 2005 emphasizes that self-belief is a major factor in second language success. And Luana 2004 reminds us that speaking is not just about language knowledge, but also psychological readiness. And finally, French 2009 highlights confidence as one of the most important traits for secretarial professionals. From these studies, it's clear that confidence is not just emotional, it's a core element that directly affects communication effectiveness. This research used a quantitative correlational method. We collected data from 20 secretarial students. Each of them filled out a self-confidence questionnaire and took an English speaking test that measured fluency, pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and coherence. After that, we analyzed the data using correlation and regression tests to see how much confidence affects their speaking ability.
Thank you, Naufal, and I will continue our presentation. So, from our research, we found something very clear and powerful. Students who are more confident tend to perform much better in English speaking. Confidence plays a role in how students express themselves, especially in formal and professional contexts like secretarial communication. Confident students were able to speak more fluently, use a wider range of vocabulary, and pronounce words more clearly. They didn't focus too much on avoiding mistakes. Instead, they focused on sharing their ideas and connecting with others. Their confidence gave them to correct speak naturally, even when their English wasn't perfect. On the other hand, students who lack confidence often hesitate, spoke less, and appeared nervous during speaking tasks. They were afraid of being judged of making errors, which limited their ability to communicate. This shows that the main barrier to speaking English fluently isn't always grammar or vocabulary. It's often the fear of failure and low self belief. This finding reflects what many experts have explained. Bandura's self efficacy theory tells us that when people believe in their abilities, they perform better. McIntyre and Gardner also mentioned that confidence reduces anxiety and helps students more freely. Similarly, Dornier emphasized that motivation and self-belief are the key to successful language learning. All of those ideas prove that physiological and readiness, not just linguistic skill, is essential in building good communication. Based on what we found, we can conclude that self-confidence is a major factor that shapes English-speaking performance among secretary students. It doesn't just affect how they speak in class, but it also influences how prepared they are for the future professional communication. Confidence helps them project clarity, composure, and professionalism, which are all vital in the secretarial work. Therefore, English classes should not only focus on teaching grammar or pronunciation. They should also focus on building students' confidence through activities like role plays, supportive feedback, and positive peer interaction. When students feel supported and encouraged, their confidence grows naturally, and so does their ability to speak effectively. In the end, our study shows that confidence is more than just an emotion, it's a foundation for success. When students believe in themselves, they don't just speak English, they communicate with purpose and authenticity. So that's from our presentation. Sorry if we make a mistake. Thank you.